when they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gamecocks offense takes the field as and here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all.
Can anyone catch him? He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. He'll pull it down. Lowers those pads. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Gamecocks are on the move. He leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Just a simple power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try the right side. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Wildcats offense will have its 1st possession of the game. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that can do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Finds his target down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. On the run, it's Bullock. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Hands it off. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. After that last completion, it's second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Number 48 sets a kickoff.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the gun, running back on the move. On the move is the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Bennett. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Fires it. It's complete. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Now on 2nd down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for space, it's Bullock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses the phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Caught over the middle. It's Key. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A third and long coming up here. He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead. He lost one down the sideline. And he makes the catch at the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Gamecocks have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Quickly complete. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Picks up 9. Second down.
Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. He makes the connection. That's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air on first down. Gets away from one. Finds his tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Hard running there. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it set up on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He's got his man.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find.
And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. The tag. And the ball slipped out. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Vandergriff. He's got him this time. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Hand off from the shotgun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sellers. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He caught it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Vandergrift. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Pollard.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Got it! Touchdown, South Carolina! And the route is on. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? That quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw. Throwing right. Got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. From the gun, the ground game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Grab near the marker, it's Harvard. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Gamecocks are on the move. Power football with the run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Going to the running game. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. This quarterback part of their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Second down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Snags it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the gun.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To throw, it's Vandergrift coming after it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jet. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wildcat.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense has struggled, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
The hands team on the receiving unit has got to do a better job. You have got to make sure you end up with the football.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Got a man. It's key. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Well, this guy must feel like he's running to a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the ball comes out close to the goal line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Well, the good news on that play is the quarterback was able to scramble and go pick up the first down with the lead late in the game. Bad news is, though, you just love them to stay in bounds to get this clock started sooner so you can bleed more of it off. That's just a coachable moment moving forward, having a better understanding of the situation in game.
They'll try the run. And they'll pick up just a few on this